Build quality, garment engineering and product testing is something we take extremely seriously here at Berghaus. Over the years, Berghaus has led the way in terms of technology and innovation. Those technologies have become industry standard. So the challenge is always there to continue to evolve and continue to pioneer and innovate, and that's what the setup we have here with the sample room and the testing lab allows us to do, but we never kind of rest in. Berghaus as a brand started its life in 1966. Our two founders, Lockie and Davidson, decided they would open an outdoor shop. They were really keen mountaineers, and shortly after opening the shop they realised that most of the kit was actually pretty shit. So they decided they could do better themselves and started Berghaus above the store. Everyone thinks Berghaus is German. It's in fact an Austrian name, and that name basically means mountain centre after the LD mountain centre in Austrian, and that's where Gordon and Peter used to do a lot of their product testing.
What's great about Berghaus is just the standards that we carry. You know, everything is tested, all the fabrics are tested, the products are tested, so you're guaranteed that quality and that longevity, which is massively important, you know, especially when you start getting into sustainability, longevity of products.
So we build everything to a really high standard. We'll make a lot of our first prototypes in-house, and then we do a combination of testing in our lab, which is kind of at a fabric level or seam strength. And we also have a full-time test team based in the Lakes. So every product we have goes out on that team and gets a minimum of 100 hours use in the field to make sure it's fit for purpose. The Dean Street collection centres around the late 80s, early 90s. That's when our designs were absolutely iconic and hopefully recognisable to a lot of people. It's a celebration of those designs and extraordinary climbs that's the reason for us centering around that decade for the Dean Street collection.
I mean, it was a really interesting project, sort of bringing the Dean Street collection together. The way we came up with the products was very much looking at the archive, looking through the products, which were our favourite, which had stories behind them. And it was a bit of a fight, I suppose, everyone bringing their own passions to the table. It was a very different approach to if I'm doing something from scratch, a new design, because obviously first time I see it is when it comes back from the factory in a sort of first prototype. Whereas with this, we knew exactly what we wanted it to look like. You know, we'd recreated all of the elements, you know, like the Aztec tape, like the trim package. And then, you know, the first time that we saw it all brought together was at first proto. It was really exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking to see if it actually came together as we'd hoped in this kind of recreated heritage package. So we were super pleased when it came in.
So this is just the start of many exciting new projects that are coming for Berghaus, and we hope to re-establish ourselves as that iconic, distinctive brand that Berghaus is remembered fondly for.